What's up, Kohler?
Oh, hey.
How's your morning?
Pretty good, pretty good. I killed a hooker, accidentally, mind you. I backed over in my pickup truck, but then I took her money, so it all worked out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto? Me too.
No, Grand Theft Auto 4 videos next week. This week is Boom Blox and Mario Kart for the Wii.
But
Oh, yeah, I needed to ask you, don't really know what I can say out here. There's a dead hooker in the bathroom right now. Can you help me chop her up? I don't know how to use this thing.
that's our Kohler.
Seriously though, dead hooker, bathroom. Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Chris Kohler, and I'm sitting here with Amir Rahimi, and he's the senior producer on Boom Blox, a new game for the Wii coming out very soon from Electronic Arts.
Essentially, Boom Blox is a game that was built from the ground up for the Nintendo Wii.
Mm-hmm.
We really wanted to take full advantage of the Wii controls, and it's being developed in collaboration with Academy Award-winning director and producer Steven Spielberg.
See, and this really surprised me at first, because when it was announced that Steven Spielberg was going to be working with EA, I think we all thought about cinematic video games, Jurassic Park, the video game, E.T.,
Yeah.
and yet this game really seems kind of like something that would come out of Nintendo. It's very much a puzzle game. It's not really what you'd think.
Yeah, it's really a true video game, and I think we at EA, to some extent, were a little bit surprised, but when you really sit down and play the game, you start to see sort of Spielberg's genius come through. I mean, part of what makes Spielberg is his ability to understand what moves people, what's sort of universally compelling, and that ability really transferred well from film to video games. His idea was to build a game that tees off on the compulsion that just about everybody on the planet has had at some point, to build something up, whether it's blocks in this case, or a sandcastle, or Coke bottles, or dominoes, whatever, and then have fun just smashing them to the ground. There's a whole lot you get to do. We've developed a very realistic physics simulator. So when you interact with these blocks, they really move realistically, and we've built almost 400 levels, lots of different game modes around that experience. The first thing we teach the player is how to throw. And that's one of the major actions of Boom Blox. You get to throw all sorts of crazy, wacky objects at blocks, and the throw mechanic takes full advantage of the Wii remote. So how hard you throw, for example, really matters. And again, since the physics are so realistic, there's a certain layer of strategy that factors into Boom Blox that really offsets the sort of superficial fun of just knocking stuff over. So the angle at which you aim, how hard you throw, which block you choose to throw at really matters. And people who sort of are good at billiards or understand billiards tend to gravitate towards a lot of the game modes in Boom Blox. The game can be played single player, multiplayer, both competitively and cooperatively. And then we also have a create mode, which allows players to take any one of the almost 400 levels that exist in the game, pull them into the create mode, and do anything they want to them. Or they can build their own sort of levels, or domino trails, or incredible machines from scratch.
Well, Amir, thank you very mumuch for being here today.
Sure.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
And we are going to be playing Boom Blox on
May 6th, 2008.
All right, let's go. Oh my God! Look out! No! Nintendo's push to make gaming accessible to everyone in the family is seen by a lot of people as a recent invention. But for me, the Mario Kart series has been the original and best bring the family together game. My brother, my parents, and I would all sit around and play the original Super Mario Kart for hours, and that was before it was 4-player. My mom would actually sit and wait her turn to play battle mode. Since then, the Mario Kart series has been a staple of multiplayer fun on Nintendo consoles. It's a brilliant combination of racing and fighting. As you and your friends race go-karts along outrageous courses, you're collecting items like turtle shells and speed-boosting mushrooms and firing them at each other. It's always been great fun. So Mario Kart Wii has a lot to live up to. And let me tell you something, guys. It doesn't. It doesn't live up to it at all. In attempting to make Mario Kart accessible to the masses, they've killed it for the hardcore. Mario Kart Wii includes the Wii wheel. Now you take the Wii remote like this and insert it right into the wheel like so. Now, yes, it's just an inert piece of plastic, but what it lets you do is gives you a lot more stability when you're turning the Wii remote like this to drive. And in that sense, it's actually okay. It does what it's supposed to. It's not an abject piece of crap like the Wii Zapper. It works. But okay doesn't mean recommended. Yes, the Wii wheel is much more likely to get your aging maiden Aunt Tilly to get out of a rocking chair and try one of those newfangled video game contraptions, and for that, it's a good idea. But if you're a gamer, you're going to get much more precision by using the standard Wiimote nunchuck combo. You can also use the GameCube controller, but there's a reason not to. To pull off tricks in this version of Mario Kart, you shake the Wii controller. To do the same thing on the GameCube controllers, which don't have motion sensing, you have to take your thumb off the joystick and hit a button, which is not optimal. Now, these tricks, which you execute when your character goes off a ramp and gets air, aren't just for show. They give you a speed boost. So if you want to win, you have to be constantly doing tricks. You can also get speed boost by drifting as you go around corners. Now, in all previous Mario Kart games, you had to do some precise little joystick movements to get the speed boosts, meaning that it required some skill. Not in Mario Kart Wii. Now you just have to hold down the button and the speed boosts come automatically. Skill will still get you far in a multiplayer game, but now that the learning curve has been so flattened out, everybody's going to be as good as you are with only a little bit of practice. Expert players are going to have to start selecting characters and vehicles that are more difficult to handle, but faster. For example, Mario Kart Wii, for the first time, introduces motorbikes into the series. But it's honestly not the single-player game that killed Mario Kart Wii for me. This series, for my friends and my family and me, has always been about the battle mode. Now, you don't race in battle mode, you drive around an open arena firing items at each other. Mario Kart Wii killed battle mode. I don't know why, but the traditional last man standing battles are gone, replaced with a time-based mode in which everybody gets to play until time runs out. And players are always put onto two teams, meaning that if you're playing with three, it's going to be uneven. There's no free-for-all. I imagine this might have been done because that's the only way they could get it to work with their new online multiplayer mode. Now, the online play works great, by the way. Up to 12 people from all over the world can battle or race each other, even though Nintendo's traditional lack of voice chat still cripples the potential fun. You know, but even if the online works okay, why did they have to kill the offline mode to make it work? You know, I don't even mind the changes Nintendo made to the single-player game. I don't even mind the Wii wheel, but I do mind opening Mario Kart Wii up, getting ready to play it with my friends, and finding out that basically the one reason we wanted to play it, the best feature of the series over the last 15 years, has been taken out into the back and shot. And that's why I can only give Mario Kart Wii a 6 out of 10.